Dicebreaker, where Johnny has now returned for our first Let's Play of 2021. And we thought we'd take it all the way back to 1021 or wherever the hell this game was invented, because we are playing, after our little foray with chess, we thought we'd look at something that's possibly even older, which is Hnefatafl, which is Viking chess. You may have heard of this if you remember listening to one of the podcasts we put out, because I said I've been playing it over the Christmas break as it was a present. But I've been learning the rules now, and now I'm going to teach them to Johnny.
Yes.
Because he is also a fan of Vikings, I believe.
I am. Yeah, sure. I think, strong aesthetic, interesting values. We'll say that. And yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce Hnefatafl, let alone play it. So,
well, there will definitely be some familiar bits from chess.
Yeah, well, actually, the thing it's most like in my mind is the Discworld board game Thud.
Really?
Where, it's set up in a very similar way, where the pieces on the outside of the board are dwarves, and on the inside there are fewer pieces, but those are trolls. They move differently, and you play both sides in a game of Thud. But pleasingly, this isn't as daunting to me as I thought it might be.
Yeah,
so
it's
nice.
actually really simple. So I'm going to teach. You've already sort of read the little rules book that comes with this mod. There will be a link to this Tabletop Sim mod in the chat if you want to try it for yourself. It's very lovely. All the little pieces that they've made are very, very pretty, including the big beardy king in the middle, which I'm sure.
I like the skins on the
the wolf skins. They're pretty cool, aren't they?
Skins. They're lovely.
They're like the velites in Rome Total War. Right, anyway, so
let's take the boy out of the creative assembly.
Oh no, that was just me as a 13-year-old playing Rome Total War. Right, okay, so
13 carry on.
So to play Hnefatafl, we will choose one side. You can either play as the dark pieces or the light pieces. The light pieces are what's known as the defenders, and the single goal that the defenders have is to have this king piece escape the board. So if they can get the board, if they can get the king all the way to one of these corner pieces, which are the escape routes. So, for example, if we can get them all the way over to here, then the white team wins. Simple as. For the dark team, they have to instead try and capture the king. So they have double the amount of men, but they don't have a king piece themselves. They just have to try and capture the enemy king. I kind of imagine it like it's the end of a battle and you've been surrounded, and it's whether or not you can live to fight another day. So let's say that the king has managed to get here. To capture the king, you need to completely surround him. So you need a piece on every escape route. You can only move orthogonally in this game, so that looks like this.
Yep.
So this is a captured king and would be a victory for the dark team. So that's the goal. But how do we get there? Well, on your turn, we'll take it in turns to move one piece. You have to move a piece at least one space. And to move a piece, you basically imagine that everything on the board is the rook from chess. So everything can move as many spaces as it wants orthogonally in any direction without going through another piece. So, for example, I could move this piece here all the way up to here, but then that's as far as he can go because he gets blocked. But I could also just drop him off halfway down, or I can move to the right, or whatever I like. That means that these pieces here, especially once these have been cleared, can move all the way to the other side of the board. So there's a lot of possibilities for movement because it's very sort of like crisscrossing and all sorts of things. But there are two exceptions. The pieces obviously block, as I said, but the second one is that this central piece, which is called the throne in these rules, which is where the king starts, you cannot move into or through it unless you are the king. So if this piece had a clear line of sight all the way to the other end, it would not be able to move through because the throne is blocking.
Yep. That's just like the Thud stone.
Exactly. To capture a normal piece, all you have to do is sandwich it. So if I were playing as the dark team, I would just have to make an Oreo out of you here. So a sandwich is to have one piece either side orthogonally. This would not count because it's diagonal, but this does. And he's drunk, and this counts.
Okay.
And then if you do that, that piece is captured. If you move into a space where you would technically be captured, that does not count. Whoa, these rotate weird. Let's not rotate them. So if there were two pieces set up like this, and you as the white player were to move yourself in here, you're actually safe unless I can move out and back in again, because you have to actively capture someone. It doesn't just happen by chance.
Understood. Okay.
But that's pretty much the game. There's only one extra little rule, which is you can sandwich someone using one of these spaces that are marked with the white circles.
That makes sense because it's a wall, and
you're basically flanking them.
In battle. Yeah, exactly.
But if you because you can't move into these spaces or through them unless you're the king, if you were to just other way around. If I were to just set up my pieces like this, then you physically couldn't get in there. So you just move a white piece there, and he becomes sandwiched by the thing he's protecting.
What a rascal!
But there you go.
Okay,
that's how you play Hnefatafl. Would you like to play as the lights of the ducks? I don't want to say white and black because they're not white and black.
Yeah.
It's more like dark brown and light brown. But we can say white and black if that's easier.
I'm going to push myself. I'd like to play as the light pieces, please.
So I think, according to the internet, apparently the darker team are the easier ones to play. But when I've played it, I disagree.
Okay.
Because the light team can win in like one or two moves, whereas the dark team have to be constantly on top of everything. Whereas if the king slips through, because he can move the whole length of the board, he can just be like, see ya. Yeah,
it's tricky.
It's asymmetric, so we can always just play 2 games in a row.
Exactly. Yeah. What I've learned from Thud, and I know this will certainly be similar, is it's a game where somebody can come from the other side of the board without you even thinking about an innocuous looking piece, and then you just go, oh. And to be honest with you, with Thud, I do have an easier time playing as the outside pieces as the dwarves, but I don't know. I fancy my chances. I guess.
All right. Well, let's do this then. Okay, so we had a quick little practice round just so Johnny could get to grips with things, but now we're going to play for realsies. So kid gloves are off. I've made my pieces a little bit darker so that they're a little bit easier to tell apart. But it's time to go, and I take the first move as the defender, as the attacker. Sorry. So
let's Hnefatafl.
Let's Hnefatafl that taffle. Okay,
let's Hnefatafl little taffle. Okay.
I'm going to start in pretty much the same way I did last time, just trying to block off those exits at the start.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay. I was kind of assuming that you were making some form of glorious kill channel, which was quite worrying. Sort of the way my hindbrain works.
I reckon we can get pretty zippy with our turns when we're like sort of turn it into speed chess.
Like that Pixar short with the elderly gent playing chess against himself.
I've not watched that one.
Oh, that's very good.
Okay, I think we've both done quite standard openings. You've tried to open a hole for your king to get out, and I've tried to block off the exits.
Yeah.
So this should be a pretty good setup for both of us.
Good. I'm glad I managed to do a thing that people normally do. Just completely stuff things up immediately. Hello.
All right.
Someone's having a little nibble. Yes.
It's a nice little forward line you've got there. God, you're being very aggressive, actually.
Well, when we had the little practice run, it turned into a little skirmish right near the throne where we were swapping pieces like no one's beeswax. Playing a good defensive game, though.
Trying to match you here. Oh, the king is off. I repeat, the king is off.
He's got off the throne. Because people said it was either that or he had to soil himself. Yeah, this is where it starts to get a little tricky. Didn't see it. Didn't see it. This is the thing. It's one of those games where
it's about like keeping track of everything as much as anything.
Mm. Okay, so obviously that is bad for this guy.
That's bad for this guy.
He, cripes. Well, it looks like I could lose one either way. No, incorrect. If I go there, and you can't take that one, and you can't have it this one.
Blocking off the channels.
It's nice that everything moves orthogonally.
Yeah.
And that you're trying to do the same trick, basically.
Yeah.
I find I can wrap my head around it a bit better than I can in terms of chess.
I think, yeah, chess, because there are so many different movement types, you're just sort of like, oh, yeah, I guess. Whereas with this, it's like, yeah, with this, it's like, you've got a clear path, and it's like, if I can just put someone here, they cannot move down this place.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. Nope.
Wait.
No, I didn't say anything.
Well, I was going to say that guy, but actually that guy. Thank you.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't have to say anything.
Oh, God damn it.
I mean, you've taken one of mine, which is a significantly higher proportion of my troop. War band?
Squad.
Squad.
Oh, poop.
I was able to take a piece off you either way there, so you had no say in matter.
Okay.
So here's the thing: is I don't know how to close a game of Laffy Taffy.
I think so the problem with this is it's a very old game, and there's loads of different variants, and there's like unsurety over the exact rules. Most times you've kind of won with the whites if you can get your king to the edge of the board.
Right.
Because in some variants you can only capture if there is 4 pieces around it, whereas some, I think this one does, allow you to capture by being up against the edge of the board and stuff like that, but I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yeah, trap is an enemy piece entirely surrounded by some combination of your pieces, the throne, the havens, and or the edge of the board.
Yeah.
So basically, if you can't make a link to either a free gap or one of your pieces, then you're trapped.
Yeah. It is your go, by the way.
In the words of Billy Ray Cyrus, much to think about.
I like this though. Oh, Johnny Chiodini. Why?
It's cool,
Why
right?
you
It's very cool.
like this. Yeah, it's good. And I know I keep going on about Thud, but it's my only real reference point. It's a lot more balanced because Thud, like, you capture in different ways, and it's all about launching your pieces across the board.
Yeah.
Which is great fun. But it can feel horribly imbalanced at points.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, if you want.
you can pinpoint the moment where my brain started to turn to jelly, can't you? Wow, that was vastly. I mean, it's just, it's silly, a silly maneuver. He's at it again, look. You can see him doing it now. He's doing it now.
Bloody hell, not again.
I
will point out, by the way, it is possible to capture multiple pieces. Like if you were to make a right angle and stuff.
How do you mean?
So I'll do it off the board. Hold on. So if you had something like wait, let me figure this out again. Yes, yeah, okay, sorry. Imagine there's a grid in the corner here. So if you had that, and then space, and then that. So if you were set up here and this was an empty square.
Oh, I see.
If you managed to get a black piece into here, then that will capture both of them.
It cuts both ways. Got it.
I think it's theoretically possible to capture 3 at once, but very, very rare. Okay, so.
Now you've said that, I'm desperately trying to see it.
Just a little nudge.
Yeah.
Just a little nudge forward.
Yeah. Okay. He's given the king a little nudge. Nudged is the king.
Here we see a classic move as the black team gives the white king a small tickle.
A little nudge, he says.
A soft touch.
Nudged the king.
The king hath been nudged.
Your pieces are proving difficult to take.
Yeah, the whites really struggle to capture because they start surrounded. So one thing is to try and get one white piece to just break out, because then they're on the right side and can just start smashing people up. That's an interesting move.
Whether it's a good one, I know not.
I think it might be a good move. I think it's one of those good moves. Bloody hate those.
I'm absolutely livid that we're not playing this
in a pub.
A in person, B in a pub. Yeah. See, with a roaring fire.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what myself and my partner felt when we started playing it.
Yeah. It's instant. Get the Skyrim soundtrack on.
That is exactly what we were playing with.
Yeah, I know you well enough.
That's a good move. That's a real good move.
It was one of them good moves.
That's a capture.
Oh.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that being a thing.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Poop. Yeah, that's real bad for me, actually. That's one of those things that I do not like.
Can I do that?
Hold on.
I don't think that's a capture.
Yeah, it's not a trap because I've got a route out.
Yeah. I was just wondering if I could move there.
So they call sandwiching hammer and anvil, and the anvil has to be the throne, a haven, or one of your pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. That might just be game. Although, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. No, it is. Oh, poop. Well, I'll go out swinging.
Hey. And then I can go here?
Yeah, and then I can't... So I can move something here, but that doesn't allow this.
Abdicato!
And that is it. Yeah, great. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Well played.
That's good fun. I mean, it's like... Thankfully, my time spent playing Thud it served me quite well. Because enough of that is familiar.
Yeah, you're no spring chicken.
I'm not. No, as unfortunately, I'm constantly reminded in this job. What are you doing, you little rascal? Turn around.
It doesn't turn around normally, does it? Oh, sorry.
What on earth?
That was my fault. That's fine. All yours start in the same place.
Sorry, I was just trying to get to... You know what? I'm not going to get into place right away. It's just the sort of disco rotation that we've got going on. Should we swap sides then?
Yes. Let's do it. I was like, where are the other pieces? Like, oh, yeah, they're dead.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the whites have an easier time of it because trying to manage everything as the black team is really difficult.
Yeah, and it's... Oh, that was satisfying.
Yeah, nuzzled in there, didn't it?
Chinko machine. Yeah, it's one of those ones, and if you start losing pieces, it's harder and harder to get the captures set up.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, immediately. When you take your first move as white, you're like, yeah, that would kill me, that would kill me, that would kill me, that would kill me.
Yeah.
Okay. Blocking off
Classic
exits.
Wheeler Nightmare.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Oops, sorry. He's going that way.
Oh. Damn it. Not again.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
see
what
that.
I was setting up.
See? It's That's Hnefatafl, baby.
That's Hnefatafl.
Yeah, I think I agree vis-a-vis it being easier to sort of get things moving as the white players, as white pieces.
Hmm. That was literally just there.
I can't believe I didn't see that. Well, that's galling. Bloody hell. Just get this mess sorted. Otherwise, King's going to be... He's going to be in Nice with his trotters up before you even know it. Have I lost already?
Take a move and find out.
F around and find out.
Yes, you have.
Whoa! I wasn't even looking at that corner.
I know you weren't.
Well done. Well, I mean, right. If anyone was watching that video and thinking like, "Oh, Johnny's done well there, first ever game," and look, he's won. That's my comeuppance right there. I'll tell you what. Hang on.
That's how you Hnefatafl.
Right. Okay. So I'll go out swinging. There you go. Go on. Pop him on. Perfect. Bloody well done.
There he is. He's looking very angry about it, but I think he should be pretty chuffed, to be honest.
I agree.
What's that? Capture? Nah, you're right.
Wow. I mean, yeah, no, that was, I got absolutely dissected there. Well done. That's great.
I mean, we can do a best of three if you want. That was a pretty quick one.
No, you're fine. I feel like I've learned my lesson. And to be honest with you, I want to go browse nice sets on Etsy.
Well, I can show you one.
This is a really good game. I like it a lot. Yeah, can recommend. Obviously, it's probably out of copyright now, isn't it? So, people could probably make their own sets up if they want.
Well, I mean, you can play with like a checkers set or something like that. You get a chessboard and a checker set or something like that. You only need to know what the central space is, and then the far corners are pretty simple. So
yeah, exactly. Oh, absolutely delightful. Well, thank you for showing me this, Wheels.
You're very welcome. We played a lot of chess, so it was time we looked at some of the other things that are cool and old.
Other things that are cool and old.
Next up, Go, a 3-hour video.
We'll work our way up to Go, maybe. But yeah, it'd be good to look at some more sort of, traditional games that are, similar. I've just noticed the lovely chairs in the room we're in.
Yes. Some lovely chairs. Wow. The ones by the window.
Yeah, what a weird room.
It is, isn't it?
Oh, wait, no, there is a meeting room, I think. Let's play. Guess that background.
You trying to figure out where this is?
There are chairs. Oh, wait, I just zoomed all the way out and saw the table. I was like, yes. I can see chairs under the table. Oh, I get it now. Okay, well.
Yeah, you can line it up so it looks like the chairs are under the table.
Wow.
This is the best sign-off we've ever done.
Yes, sorry, yeah. Take it to the bridge, Wheels.
Thanks very much for watching, everybody. This has been Dicebreaker doing one of our classic 4-hour sign-offs. We've been playing Hnefatafl, which is an ancient Viking chess-like game. And if you are interested in that, we'll have some links in the description that will tell you a little bit more. And you can also find a link to this very workshop mod, which was, you'll probably find the maker as well, which was made by, no, that's the wrong one. Oh, screw it. But thanks very much for watching. If you like this, then you can hit subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified every single time that we put a new video live. And please do give us a like as well, because that also helps.
Yes, it does.
And more importantly, if you want to see more Dicebreaker content in general, we are not just here on YouTube. We're also on Dicebreaker.com. where Mr. Matt Jarvis and Alex Meehan and all of our fantastic contributors, including Chase, who is back right now, are writing some incredible articles all about tabletop gaming. So come and find us on there. Last but not least, you can get some exclusive Dicebreaker merch on dicebreaker.myshopify.com. That's dicebreaker.myshopify.com. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next one, and have a lovely day. Hnefatafl!
Look, I made a smiley face on the board with eyebrows.